In today's CET lecture, we are going to solve the questions based on the growth regulator. That growth regulator is cytokinin. Okay, student, in previous lecture, we have discussed there the auxin and gibberellin, and also we have solved the questions based on those auxin and gibberellin. So today, in this lecture, we are going to solve the questions based on this the third growth regulator. It is a cytokinin. So cytokinin, they plays a most important role. It delays the senescence. We call it is a Richmond-Lang effect, and they also plays a most important role as far as the control of apical dominance are concerned. So remember here, whatever we are going to solve the questions, that questions, they are totally based on whatever we have discussed in our previous theory revision lecture. So directly we have to move towards the questions based on this cytokinin. And while discussing those questions, I want to revise those parts in brief. So see the questions. That questions already provided to you. You see that question according to the textbook. See the question number 203. Okay, 203. Cytokinins are the derivatives of the options they are given. The purine base guanine, purine base adenine, pyrimidine base cytosine, and the fourth option both A and B. So this cytokinin, they are derived. They act as a derivative of the purine base adenine. Okay, purine base adenine. So the second option, it is your correct answer. So we have discussed this in our revision theory lecture. The group of hormones which promote cell division is, the group of hormones which promote cell division is, the options are given. The first option auxin, second option cytokinin, third option gibberellin, and the fourth option abscisic acid. So what is the correct answer? The cytokinin, they take part in the cell division. Okay. Then the next question 205. The cytokinin were first isolated in 1954 from the first option they are given. So student, such type of the question will be there. These questions, it is having the particular answer, because this question, it is related to discovery, or it is related to the name of scientists. So you have to know the who discovered that, or what is isolated from that. So with respect to these, there will be a question. So see, the first option human urine, second option comb germ oil, third option herring sperm DNA, and fourth option avena tip. So student, what is the correct answer? The cytokinin were first isolated in 1954 from the herring sperm DNA. Okay, it was isolated from the herring sperm DNA. Then see the question number 206. The first naturally occurring cytokinin substance is, so student, I think you are aware with, the first naturally occurring substance, it is the zeatin, and it was isolated from the giamase. मक्यामधून ते आयसोलेट केलेलं आहे, आणि ते आपण तिथे थेअरीमध्ये डिस्कस केलेलं आहे. हु आयसोलेट दॅट? द सायंटिस्ट लिथम. In 1964, they isolate zeatin from the unripe maize grain. Okay, so on this there is a question. See the next question, question number 207. The cytokinin which was extracted from the hearing sperm cell by. So who isolate the cytokinin from the hearing sperm cell? The first option they are given the Miller, second option Thiaman, third option Stewart, and the fourth option it is the Sach. So scientist Miller in 1955 they isolate the cytokinin from hearing sperm cells. Okay. So what is the answer? The first option it is your answer. Then the next question, question number 208. The cytokinin extracted from sperm DNA was named as. The first option zeatin, second option IPA, third option kinetin, and fourth option it is the benzyl adenine. So what is the correct answer? It is the kinetin, means third option it is your correct answer. Remember student, in biology you have to know the perfect theoretical information, then you can give easily the answers of each and every questions, because the questions they are directly based on that theoretical part. When there is a question related to the physiology, plant physiology or genetics, then just you have to think over that. So little time will be required for solving the questions from the physiology or from the genetics. But here all these questions it is totally based on the given informations. So when you read those information thoroughly and when you learn very carefully, then you have to give the answers of each and every questions very easily. So with respect to this, we have the answers. See the question number 210. The movement of cytokinin is. So remember we had studied the movement of the cytokinin. They shows the what type of the movement. This cytokinin. Remember the first option they are given the polar and acropetal movement. Then the next one it is the polar and basipetal. Then the third option it is given the non-polar and diffused, and the fourth option it is non-polar. So this cytokinin they shows the what type of the movement. This cytokinin it shows the movement. Yes, remember I was explained in previous theory lecture while discussing the auxin and gibberellin. There I was explained there only the auxin shows the polar movement, and the other hormones they never show the polar movement. But remember student, here the options they are given the polar and the acropetal, polar and basipetal, non-polar and diffused, and non-polar. So the movement of the cytokinin is. So student, what is the answer of this question? The answer of this question it is the non-polar, means the fourth option it is your correct answer. Means this cytokinin they never show the polar movement, they show the non-polar movement. So what is that polar movement? Remember in the polar movement, okay, in polar movement the movement it is seen from the apex to base, okay, apex to base it is called as a polar movement. Means from the morphological apex, okay, from the morphological apex the movement it is seen towards the base, it is called as a polar movement. Okay, only remember the polar moment. Who shows the polar moment? The auxin. Only they shows the polar moment. But this cytokinin, they never shows the polar moment. They shows the non-polar moment. Okay, non-polar movement. So what is that non-polar movement? I mean the movement it is takes place from the morphological base to apex. Okay, from morphological base to apex. So such a type of movement it is called as the non-polar movement. So cytokinin they shows the non-polar movement. Then this question number 211. The cytokinins are synthesized in where they are synthesized. They are just we are seen before. They are zeatic. They are isolated from the young maize grain. In the sense, they are synthesized in the young organ. So see, the cytokinin are synthesized in the first option root, second option parenchyma, third option old organs, and fourth option young organs. So what is the correct answer? They are synthesized in young organ. So the fourth option it is your correct answer. Then question number 212. The cytokinin promotes cell division by. So how they promote the cell division? So we had discussed in our previous revision theory lecture. In that, this what is the role of the cytokinin? The cytokinin they promote the cell division, but how they promote the cell division? With respect to that, here is a question. Cytokinin promotes cell division by the first option activating DNA synthesis, the second option activating RNA synthesis, third option activating the meristematic tissue, then activating permanent tissue. So the correct answer, when there is a rapid cell division, in the sense they in the presence of cytokinin there is activation of the DNA synthesis. So DNA synthesis, or we are to say the DNA replication, so it is activated in the presence of the cytokinin. So the first option it is your answer. See the question number 213. The cytokinins are translocated through. So how that cytokinin they are translocated? Remember they show the non-polar movement and they are translocated through the xylem tissue. Okay, so you remember this is the way through which the that cytokinin they are translocated in a non-polar way toward the various parts of the plant body, that is through the xylem tissue. So the first option it is your the answer. Then the next question, always remember this question, what is the Richmond-Lang effect? So the Richmond-Lang effect, we had seen that the Richmond-Lang effect means it is the delay of senescence due to application of the cytokinin. It is also called as a Richmond-Lang effect, and there is also a delaying of the abscission process in the plant. So you know that the abscission process, मराठीमध्ये आपण त्याला गळती असं म्हणतो, म्हणजे पानांची गळती असेल, फुलांची गळती असेल किंवा प्री मॅच्युअर फ्रूट फॉल असेल, तो हा प्रिव्हेंट केला जातो किंवा तो थांबवला जातो इन द प्रेझन्स ऑफ दिस सायटोकायनिन. त्याला आपण रिचमंड-लँग इफेक्ट असं म्हणतो. सो डिलेइंग ऑफ द सेनेसन्स अँड देर इज a prevention of the abscission layer. It is the role of the cytokinin. So this Richmond-Lang effect is known by the first option auxin, second option gibberellin, and the third option cytokinin, and the fourth option it is ethylene. So the Richmond-Lang effect it is concerned with the cytokinin. So the third option it is your answer. Then the next question. See the next question. Question number 215. The interfascicular cambium is formed by the induction of. So what is that? The interfascicular cambium. I think I was explaining this interfascicular cambium again and again. Suppose this is the vascular bundles. Okay, these vascular bundles, and this vascular bundle, they are having the vascular cambium. Okay, vascular cambium. So this is also a vascular cambium. So the cambium, it is developed in between the two nearest vascular bundles, or the vascular cambium. It is called as interfascicular cambium, and that interfascicular cambium, this interfascicular cambium synthesis, it is because of the auxin. Okay. With respect to this, there is a question. The interfascicular cambium is formed by the induction of the cytokinin. So the cytokinin, they plays a most important role as far as the formation of the interfascicular cambium is concerned. So at what time the interfascicular cambium developed there during the secondary growth. In case of the dicot plant, this cytokinin, they plays a most important role. Then next question number 216. In case of short day plant, dash induce flowering by replacing the photoperiodic requirement. So in short day plant, what is the short day plant? Short day and long day, these are the two types of the plant. Means for the early induction of the flowering, when we provide the respective photo period, that plant, they give response to that respective photo period and they induce the flowering. In case of the short day plant, they require the short day length as compared to the dark period or as compared to the night period. And in case of the long day plant, they require the long duration of light, and they require the very short duration of the dark period. So the question it is asked with respect to that, when we apply this cytokinin to the short day plant, that the photoperiodic requirement is reduced, and instead of that short day plant, they induce the flowering. That means what we had done there, we had replaced their photoperiodic requirement by applying this cytokinin. So you remember, student. Then the next question, which of the following can overcome apical dominance and promote growth of lateral bud? Okay, promote growth of lateral bud. So this overcoming the apical dominance and they promote the lateral bud means what is the apical dominance? We had seen the several times. What is the apical dominance? When there is a continuous growth of shoot apex and there is a suppression of the growth of the lateral branches, it is called as the apical dominance. But what happens, student, when we apply this cytokinin under such a situation, what happens? They promote the growth of the lateral branches. Okay, they promote the growth of the lateral branches, and in this sense they overcome the apical dominance. Means it shows the maximum growth of the lateral branches as compared to the shoot apex. Okay, here in presence of the cytokinin, okay, in presence of cytokinin, this the lateral branches, they show the maximum growth, and these shoot apex, they never show the maximum growth. In the sense, they overcome the apical dominance. Okay. Then see the next question. Question number 218. In plant tissue culture, induction of root and shoot can be accomplished by, see the options. The first option, using specific concentration of enzymes. Second option, controlling environmental conditions. Third option, controlling pH of culture medium. And the fourth option, using a specific auxin and cytokinin ratio. So how we maintain the auxin and cytokinin ratio uh, depend on that there will be a induction of the shoot and the root. So here how we maintain the auxin and cytokinin ratio in that nutrient medium. Remember student, when we increase the concentration of auxin and that of the cytokinin in that culture, it induces the root formation. Okay, it induces the root formation. And when we do reverse to this, means when we increase the concentration of cytokinin and that of the auxin, they induce the shoot formation. Okay, shoot formation. So in the test, in the nutrient medium, remember, okay, in this nutrient, suppose this is a test tube, and in this test tube there is a nutrient medium, and when this is the callus or undifferentiated mass of cell, and what is our target? Our target is to induce the organogenesis inside. Then when we adjust such a type of the concentration in this nutrient medium, okay, in this nutrient medium, then it induces the shoot formation and the root formation. In the sense, when there is a maximum concentration of auxin, what is developed? There is a development of the root formation. So this is the root formation. And when there is a concentration of cytokinin than that of the auxin, what will be formed there? There is a formation of the shoot. Okay, so the shoot formation, it is seen. So when we adjust the auxin and cytokinin in the nutrient medium, respect to that, they induce the root formation and the shoot formation. Okay, student, see, with this, we have to stop at this moment, because the remaining questions are very simple. When you learn the theoretical part respect to that cytokinin, then you can easily solve the questions based on this. So student, we will stop at this moment.